bank account is negative, but my attitude is positive.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Black man. That's shout out to Black
That
man,
nigga
man.
said, peanut, her skin's like peanut butter, ass like jelly.
Dog.
Peanut butter jelly.
If I want to turn up, I can turn up by myself. Best Philly rapper ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Okay, that's cool.
Enos.
Oh.
Check Mike's. It's Gilly.
Shout out to Gilly.
Fucking Gilly.
Hey, you know what? I'm inclined to go Enes too. But
Check Mike.
but
check. It's McMill, bro.
Bean,
Don't know
Bean,
what that
hey,
shit.
Bean,
Fuck no.
Beans got a ho- Beans
Fuck
got
no.
a hard
Beans,
got a hard argument, man. Anybody that say Beanie Siegel, I ain't mad at him, and I ain't gonna even much say. I ain't even gonna say nothing against his case, man. Against Beans, man.
You can't even put Meek harder than Eve.
Eve from Philly?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
EVE, Rough Rider. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not discrediting Meek though. Meek is a great rapper, but he's not.
Not the best.
He's not the best.
I think Meek Mill is the biggest rap star from Philly.
From Philly, yeah, he's clearly like the number one guy, like overall. With probably Eve coming in a close second, and probably Beans third. Who else from Philly though? Philly got a heart. Yeah, shout out to Will though. Don't slip on Will.
He from Philly, man.
Cassidy.
Hey,
Cassidy is like
Cassidy from
different.
Philly,
It's a
though.
different style, though, isn't it?
style.
No,
I mean,
that's
when you
You
compare
said
style.
rapper.
he's
What do you
still
mean?
a rapper.
Well, no. I'm sorry. When you said that, I'm kind of my mind went commercial. You know, Cassidy is commercial, but he's like a battle arena dude. That's just like saying Will Loaded Looks. You know, he's a rapper.
He wasn't no.
But
he
we
was
talking about the same type of rap.
But he was a rapper before he even started battling. They all battle.
Well, they all come
you know,
from a battle
coming up,
culture.
you know, but I'm saying,
Yeah, but
like,
are you really judged in the rap game before you enter the commercial rap? Because you count it as battle rap, but then once you cross that line,
he wasn't a battle rapper to that extent. Like,
you understand where I'm coming from?
He wasn't Murder Mook in them. You know what I'm saying? In that area. You know what I'm talking about?
That's what I'm saying. But is that really counting? Like, okay, well, you did it over there.
I definitely understand where you're coming from, and you make a great point, and I love that you brought that up because I feel like that there's never enough pinpoints of what people are critiquing the best at. You feel me? Like when people say the GOAT, like this and that. You feel me? Like what are we talking about?
Go to the underground.
What we talking about? We talking about lyrics. We talking about style. We talking about. I'm glad you brought that point up. I think off the just basics, when you say like when he said who's the best, you just automatically think about like I think because of the region. I thought about lyrics because he said Philly. That's why.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I said Enes.
But you gotta understand, Cassidy was commercial before before battle rap even blew up. Mm-hmm. He was a commercial rapper already.
I'm a hustler.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was already
Hotel with Robert.
With the king of R&B.
With, Robert Kelly.
Robert Kelly.
That was crazy, man. You know, I'm sorry, I don't mean to break y'all up.
Good.
That was real hard. You know, that was a real hard pill to swallow, pause, when they took away Robert Kelly, man.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't at all.
And anytime you do something against kids,
oh yeah, you're right.
You
but
do whole shit.
But
I get what you're saying though. It's fucked up because trying to have.
We really hate to have to do this to you, pause.
Trying to have to separate the man from the music is very hard.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So I get that point, but he deserved every little bit of what he got and more.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like for you know what I'm saying? But it's sad to see somebody of that nature, of that impact of what he had, not just for hip hop or R&B, but just overall. Because R. Kelly wrote hits for a multitude of people beyond.
It was
beyond hip hop and rap. You know what I'm saying? Like the man.
Y'all still listen to him?
I do. I'm not gonna care.
Do I still listen to R. Kelly?
Yeah.
I do.
Shit, he in jail. I'm
on.
I'm gonna listen.
What I was saying, a lot of people disowned him.
Yeah,
man.
And that's understandable. I get that. You know what I'm saying? It's certain people that just can't do it. Certain people just, it's boundaries. They got their boundaries and they're saying I'm not fucking with it. I'm not contributing to nothing. He did, and then you got people like, you know, like we may be sounding like what we're saying. Like we can actually learn how to separate the man from the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
as R. Kelly as a person, I don't give a fuck about R. Kelly. But
right on.
the music, hey man,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
We can't
erase it. You can't erase it. It's too much.
You know.
It's
Can't deny it, baby.
you erase that. You erasing pretty much all of the people that came after him.
Not only him.
I ain't give a fuck about him when he was free.
Right
before
on.
we even knew all this shit. So you know, hey man.
That's
I think
different.
I always say too though, like if it's something that if like take the Diddy shit for example, you feel me? Like if there's a song or something like that is seemingly like sounds like underlining that he's talking about rape or he's talking about, I can't fuck with that. But just I'm not finna take away fucking what's it call it? They don't know what. I'm not finna fucking stop. I'm not finna. Well, the more money we see, I'm finna Diddy bop the fuck out of that motherfucker. I'm not finna stop.
B.I.G. P.O.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy
for the DEA. Hey, but anyway, man,
that's not finna happen.
With
they all going down the same way too.
Why was R. Kelly allowed to marry Aaliyah anyway when she was 15? Let's talk about that shit. Yeah,
hey, man.
Yeah. Before y'all get deep into all the cases and everything that he did and all that shit, why was he allowed to marry that girl? What was that girl mama and daddy at?
I want to say it was a planned.
What was that, man?
I want to say it was a planned.
It don't fucking matter,
strategy.
man. It don't matter. I don't get.
They placed that girl in his life because they knew what he could possibly turn her into.
Not in his life. They placed that girl in the world of sharks.
Okay.
Dame Dash was in her circle.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, R. Kelly, DMX. Why the fuck you got 30-year-old grown men friends?
And she was like 16 or 15.
She was 15 when she married R. Kelly. Whew. Come on, man. But that's another topic for another day.
Hey, it's a
he the king of R&B, but goddamn it, boy, you're wrong.
When you roll them back to back like that, man, there's some shockwave type shit.
It's crazy that you bring it up because I'm not gonna say it was breaking news, but it's circulating today that his own daughter came out. I don't know if y'all seen that. Shade Room and all that, and his daughter came out and she was crying and things like that, and said that he sexually assaulted her.
R. Kelly?
Yeah.
His daughter.
It's on Shade Room right now, man. Shout out to Shade Room, Ball Alert, all that, man.
They coming after they got Bill Cosby. Oh fuck, I forgot about that. Everybody going on the same way. He's a freaky motherfuckers. Some of these niggas is predators though. Let's don't get it.
Freaky ass nigga. Look, he's a 69 god.
Fuck you find inspiration to make a 12 play and you fucking with kids.
They coming after
grown woman work.
What's Russell Simmons? No, it is Russell Simmons.
What?
Kamora Lee's ex.
Yeah.
Okay, Russell Simmons. They coming after his ass, and he ran off the fucking body.
He been had got me.
But he comes back and forth though. It's not that he ran off though. But he is like, you know.
The point I was making is they all going down the same way. They got Cosby ass on that shit.
I mean, Cat Williams said it. You know, it's God's side and it's the other side. And
you know what I'm saying? But with Cosby, it was no evidence, right? You talking about some shit that happened 20, 30 years ago. I hate that type of shit like that, man. I ain't even much.
It was also a part of the Me Too.
Yeah, man. I don't want to.
The Me Too movement was going on real heavy, and we kind of sort of seeing it trend. You know, it was little sparse bits and pieces of the Me Too movement because one of the Diddy accusers had came out that she was, you know, offering some person money to support her claim that was
her ex-boyfriend.
Like paying him, say, just validate this for me.
She was trying to pay him, but he was like, "Nah, I'm not."
Like, I'm not finna put my man in the hose just so you can get your money grabbed.
Fuck him. He probably was like, "I'm not finna get myself caught up with that."
You're right, because it is a crime to, you know, what's it called? Obstruction of justice, perjury,
shit.
You know
what I'm saying?
And a lot of people were upset because, you know, you got people who are real victims out here.
Facts.
And here you go lying and shit, making the man, you diluting whatever we got, just coming up with some fake shit like that.
You know what? Hey, let me ask y'all a question. What if the roles was reversed?
Elaborate.
For example, what if a celebrity came out and said, "Hey, listen, man, I had a party
and this girl
15 years ago, and I can give you a list of names of all the women that was there. I recorded it. I was sexually assaulted at this party. I was drugged and raped."
That happens a lot though.
But how serious they gonna take it? They not gonna give a fuck.
Nope.
Nah.
But you know what I'm saying? But essentially, that's what these people are doing. These people are saying, I was here with this person 20 years ago. This happened to me with no physical evidence, and these people are getting convicted.
Chris Brown gets sexually assaulted all the time. The difference is he don't need nothing from nobody, so he don't have to use it as a weapon. Because understand, if Chris Brown walks into a crowd, everybody gonna try to touch him in places where, you know, it's not okay to touch people, right?
Man.
You seen Usher? Usher's running through crowds and shit, and these women trying to tear his ass off the bone.
Listen, man.
In the most sexual way you could think of. Apply that in the most sexual way you possibly can. That's sexual assault. But Usher don't need nothing from these women, and he probably kind of sort of want that type of attention. But you can't do that to a woman, to his point.
I don't think it's necessarily, though, too, that he don't need anything. I think it's just harder because of the spotlight that he's in. Because he doesn't, you feel me? He don't want to. How many women really gonna? If Usher really was like, "Don't touch me," or she touched me inappropriately,
they're not gonna listen.
They're not gonna listen. They gonna, you feel me? Because women feel like, it's not bashing women, but women feel like that they have the privilege to do what they want to you, but you can't do it back to them.
That's correct.
You feel me? Like you're not gonna be able to grab Beyonce ass because she walked through the crowd.
Right on.
You feel me? But
them boys,
people feel like,
you feel me?
They gonna hug you, and then people feel like that. You know, on the opposite, the flip side, Usher, like you just said, he can't. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's not gonna be able to walk nowhere by himself.
You just seen when Kendrick Lamar was doing the "Not Like Us" video.
He couldn't even see.
She grabbed his man whole chin and turned his face. Yeah. You feel me? Like let that have been Glorilla or somebody. You feel me? Like
you can see in the comments what women say about like male entertainers, artists. You know, when they do something like say something leak.
Yeah.
Everybody, where the tape at? Let me see the tape. Ooh, the things I would have done to him, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you got a free opportunity in the public space with a crowd, you gonna try to pull a fast one.
And it's not it's crazy because I'm not even going that far. I'm not even talking about the fact that female celebrity versus male celebrity. I'm just saying these are
accusations.
These are accusations of people that the court didn't even know exist.
Right on.
You don't know nothing. These women accused Bill Cosby. You ain't know. Yesterday, you didn't even know these women existed on the face of this earth. But today, you believe them when they say, this man drugged me and raped me 25 years ago? Dog, come on.
What is the statute? There is no statute limitation.
But we gotta.
I can't speak on something I don't know. I don't want to be
ignorant. I know there's not statute limitations on murder. But there are statutes. Are there statutes? I don't know. It's not even. It don't even matter. It was wrong. Is wrong.
It was just.
If it's true.
I know we're in a whole. We in a whole nother area. We wasn't trying to go with this topic, but I'm just saying that shit is crazy.
And just to touch back on that real quickly, and then we can move on. It's a sensitive topic, but we just witnessed sexual assault in real time. I don't know if y'all remember a couple of months ago, Michael Rainey. That's his real name.
Yes,
but Tariq from Power.
Exactly.
When he was on, he was
getting groped on TV.
Yeah, on live on a live stream.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like so, and it wasn't nowhere as big as, you feel me, like if the roles were reversed. You feel me? Like if Casa Knott was groping a woman on his live stream.
A woman who wasn't famous, just any old body, just you know what I'm saying? They would have hung him, bro.
It's crazy.
They would have hung him.
So,
they
somebody in the crowd would have said something for him.
They saw it.
Oh, yeah,
the brother who was the streamer, he even came out apologizing. So there's an admission of guilt.
Yeah,
everybody see what happened, and there is nothing after that. Nothing. They don't give a fuck.
And I'm not. And what's crazy is that she didn't even know Michael Rainey like that. You feel me? It's one thing to be we grown. You know how you play with people.
Right
you feel me? Like you know,
you
what
don't
I'm
even know me like that.
But you don't even know that at this point. This is real life sexual assault. Like you coming up here and touching me and grabbing on me and you feel me without my consent. Like we live.
Like didn't know him. I heard she was older than him.
I thought she was a little younger.
Anyway, didn't know him, didn't give a fuck that they was recording.
That's that big mama mentality.
No.
Big mama.
That shit
big
crazy,
mama. That's what that is, bro. And I just got through having a conversation with somebody else. Like, the culture of society as far as courtship is concerned in our generation is totally different from our grandparents. Like, these women right here, like, courting men in a sense of how men used to court women or treat them and handle them, like you said about the groping. When does that really ever have, the
roles are definitely reversed.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
Because Michael Rainey was uncomfortable. He was like,
you clearly can tell he was uncomfortable
right now.
You feel me? Like, and you know what I'm saying? And he didn't want to make it obvious. You feel me?
Right.
But it was written all over the wall. You feel me? He was trying his best to contain it. But he left right after that because, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't give you the right. No matter if he was attracted back to her, it don't give you the right to, bro. You feel me, to put your hands all on me, you feel me, like, and touch all on me.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is not, once again, this is not an episode to bash men or women, but it's a lot of times that women do that, because I've had that in the club myself. I've had women, you cute, you blah blah blah, and that, and just grab my beard because, of course, you know what I'm saying, it's
because it's you got a manly face.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
pause.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to get a pause button.
If he would have cleaned her clock out, then it would have been a problem.
You know what I'm saying? But once again, too, is it really our fault, too, that we don't really speak up more as men? Because, you feel me? Like, I never was uncomfortable. I never was uncomfortable, but also, like we just said, that don't give this woman the right to just come and put her hands on me because she think I'm attractive. Because I can't do the same to her. I can't just come grab her and say, "Oh, give me a hug, boo. You attractive." Like,
the thing is, our society pick and choose too much. Our culture pick and choose too much.
Double standards.
Our race pick and choose too much because they touched Kevin Gates on stage. He kicked somebody.
And got in trouble.
Went
to jail for it.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
He tell people in that's why Gates my guy, because he tell people in interviews, you too close to me. It's boundaries.
Right
but
on.
Because of his approach, they want to deem him as a bad guy.
Arrogant, bad guy.
I don't like him because, you feel me? He may have an aggressive approach, but what he's saying is not wrong. He wants his space. You feel me? Now, if it was the shoe on the other foot, and let's say Missy Elliott said, "Hey, you too close to me," that would be all in the shade room. Missy Elliott has to go off on Male Reporter because Male Reporter too close, blah, blah. Shoe on the other foot. Yeah. Kevin Gates is being rude watches Kevin Gates be rude to a woman who...
And he in jail.
Yeah,
he did kick somebody.
But he did do an aggressive act. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so that's
we're not condoning assault. I'm not condoning assault.
Right, of course not.
He did do it.
It was self-defense, really.
You feel me? Like, but
it is what it is, man.
Big moments, man.
Those were big monumental moments, and the most recent was Diddy's ass going down. We talked about Kelly and Cosby and all the rest of you motherfuckers.
I ain't gonna lie, Diddy been a part of some of the most biggest moments in hip hop.
You right.
The murder case with Shine.
He killed Tupac.
Murder case with G-Dep.
What's his man name that was snitching on him about how he arranged the Tupac hit?
Keefy D.
Keefy D in jail, ain't he?
But I don't know. I can't say that's a big moment in
Tupac
hip hop culture. No, Keefy D's coming out and saying it.
Well, yeah.
You know, that's speculation. That's going out. That river
once he gets convicted, he going to jail.
That river been running since the 90s, but I'm talking about big moments that like Snoop Dogg murder was the case at the game.
My boy didn't.
That's national news.
Do you feel like it's not a big deal or a big monumental thing now because of the time frame of it? Because I feel like, to me personally, I still feel like it's a big deal.
Tupac getting killed. What we talking about?
No, we're talking about Keefy D now getting.
But Keefy D coming out and saying that it's almost like he's looking for a life wrap, a life jacket. It's not a big moment, you know what I'm saying? But when the murder case came. And J-Lo was in court with P. Diddy and Shine took the murder rap. We talking about national news for hip hop.
Well, that's why I said it's probably. That's why I said it's overall. Yes, you're probably right.
You know what I'm saying?
Personal wise, to some people, I think some people take it as a big deal because it's finally after 30 years, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you finally, like, but yeah, it's not getting the coverage.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, things that got like national coverage, like our culture and white culture.
His actual death is more world stopping than them getting his killer.
Let's try to categorize them. You want to try that?
Try it.
Go ahead.
So
give me an example.
The biggest ones I think everybody gonna remember are obviously Tupac and Biggie's death. That's gonna be top 5. Monumental moments.
Yeah, I mean those are It's out. People dying gonna always be monumental moments,
right?
Let me ask you this though. We're talking about in our culture or world.
I think the word is a big blanket to cover.
Oh, okay.
So
that's our culture.
Well, it can, I guess if it influenced you or it was something like during your time, like your golden time.
Sports, music, anything.
Yeah, so like if it happened, it happened. You know what I mean? What about when old boy, like he said sports, for example, remember Derrick Rose, did he break his ankle or something?
When he fucked his knee up, yeah.
What did he do?
That was he.
I don't think that was.
Bro, everybody was really on all the platforms.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That was big.
It wasn't like
because they thought it was over for my man.
Yeah,
which it kind of was.
LeBron making the announcement to go to Miami. That's another one. Well, that's big.
Shit. LeBron signed his contract.
Well, the contract
straight out of high school.
That was given though. We knew
my man. What was it, $90 million? I remember.
That was the Nike deal.
That was the Nike deal.
Yeah.
Okay, my fault. It was still though. We talking about a high school kid with a $90 million contract, brother. Come on now.
Rest in peace to Kobe, man. Kobe rape case.
Shit, Kobe death.
Yeah.
Kobe death, but yeah,
Kobe death.
The deaths are gonna always be up there.
They giving.
But like the rape
those
case,
that
was wild.
Kobe. Yeah. Oh yeah, you right. You damn right. You so right. Man. He end up paying. He ended up paying.
I don't know why. He ended up buying his wife.
He was acquitted, right?
I think he ended up. It was a settlement. I think. I'm not sure.
I don't like to speak on things that I don't know.
I was finna grab the phone.
Whatever happened,
grab the phone. Man.
It came out that they had sex. Like he like that.
It was true, but I think she was playing dirty ball.
She was saying that she got raped.
There you go. After the fact,
and it was yeah, man.
How you think about that? Dave Chappelle walking away from Comedy Central
when he went
that 50 mil.
No, it wasn't enough.
I think it was major for the people that knew about it, but I don't know if it was I don't know how national it was.
What? Nah, that was a.
Yeah.
I just don't remember.
We're gonna back up. Yeah. So just fact checking the Kobe situation. The sexual assault case against Kobe Bryant ended without a trial after prosecutors dropped the charges and the accusers settled in a civil suit out of court.
Yeah.
How much he paid?
He definitely said that.
They can't disclose that. They'll never tell you how much they paid. Because they don't want somebody else to come back and say, well, they gave such and such 100, we can get 120. They'll never tell you the money. Even if like you sue a company, one of the fine print will be you can't tell nobody how much we paid you. Yeah. Because we don't need this happen. We run a red light and Walmart and blew fucking who is that? Tracy Morgan?
Oh,
man, blew his ass through the fucking red light, and now we gotta get Tracy 150 because we gave your dumb ass 110.
Ain't gonna lie, man. Another moment, Colin Kaepernick taking a knee.
Oh, that was a big.
I think that made. Damn, all kind of shit been going on.
That shit still.
Hey man, that's a movement, baby.
Yeah, that's bigger than
Kyrie Irving and his situation too. When he made a stand, when he found the truth.
Politics and sports is, it's gonna always be a big. It's gonna always be a big thing. You feel me? Because they want you to just shut up and dribble. Yeah. But we more than that.
Shut up and dribble.
Like, we more than.
We go back to the 90s, man. Talking about hip hop. Hey, man, the I don't know if it was the Source Awards or the Hip Hop Awards.
Oh, but Snoop Dogg.
The East Coast ain't got no love.
East Coast ain't got love for Snoop Dogg and Dr. Well, let me be on then.
Yeah,
that's my
that
favorite
was a big moment, man.
No, that was
that's the Source Awards, 95. That's my favorite shit.
The Source Awards.
Not only that,
50 Cent was fighting.
Buck them fought what's it called? They beat up
I can't remember, but they was beefing tough. I was talking about there was Royal Rumbles in that joint.
What year was Lynch Mob beefing with Eazy-E them with Ruthless Records?
Early 94, 3, I don't know.
Oh, I was finna say that.
I was like 3 years old.
But going back to that Source shit,
go ahead.
Remember Buck stabbed somebody.
The fuck out of here.
Yeah.
For real?
Buck stabbed the nigga with a fork.
Yeah.
In the Source joint?
Yeah, at the Source thing.
Why this nigga got a fork?
If you go back to if you go back to Matt Hoffa podcast with Yayo.
Right on, shout out Matt Hoffa, baby.
And shout out to them. Yayo talking about it. And Yayo talking about how they whole like objection was to protect Dr. Dre. Like, we gotta protect Dre. And say Buck just went crazy and grabbed the first thing that was near, and it was a fork.
He's from the South, you know.
What about the
Child G
that's
Unit,
not
man.
really iconic, but I was gonna say the whole Nas and Jay-Z beef.
That was
iconic.
That was iconic.
It was iconic? Okay.
That's one of the biggest like hip hop beefs ever.
The back and
Right
forth.
on.
Like,
The beefs are definitely
That's
gonna
what
be
I'm
up
saying.
there.
So that's
East
what
and
brings
West.
that brings me back to the Lynch Mob Ruthless record shit with the No Vaseline record. You know what I'm saying? That pretty much set. You know, it pretty much set all that shit in motion for NWA versus.
You're right. I was gonna say that whole era. That was in the Rodney King era. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
So they was kind of the uprising and oppression of
man. Shout out to
minorities
Cube,
back in there.
man.
Shout out to Ice Cube.
Shout out to Cube. Shout out to Dre. Shout out to NWA.
What's something else, man? It kind of that was kind of sent shock waves through
Even
the whole.
when you're saying if we getting back into if we going a little bit outside of hip hop and we talk about like real things and political a little bit, like Rodney King was a big deal.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
that was a
very big. We didn't get to actually. We wasn't actually there. Like you know what I'm saying. We were young and kids, so we didn't process it it. But going back and looking at footage and talking to older people, my mom and things like that was a big deal for not only America but for like us as.
And you don't like to talk about the deaths, but man, Trayvon Martin. You know what I'm saying?
It's unfortunate.
That one that's really touched me a lot.
Mike Brown, Eric Gardner. Like you don't want to talk about you don't want those to be monumental moments, but damn, they are, bro.
What about this is probably I don't want to come right out of it when you speak about deaths because those are very
Sandra Bland too, man.
Sandra Bland, say all their names, man. Say their names, but
Brianna,
I was gonna say before you said that I was gonna ask the question, and this is gonna sound funny, but when did Michael Jackson go white? Like, what was? Did he just come back white?
Cut the beat real quick.
Like I'm trying to figure.
I never let nobody play on Michael Jackson top. Stop playing on Michael Jackson top, nigga. Like you feel me?
Look, monumental moment when Michael Jackson burned his hair.
But look,
when he burned his hair, monumental moment.
I just want to know, man, because I don't remember when did he go. Like how was it? Wasn't like he was transitioning.
My nigga had vertigo.
He left when he was black. And came back white, like at some period, right?
No, it progressed over time.
Nah, B, I ain't never seen no half white, half black.
You gotta remember, Michael Jackson never really was out of the spotlight.
Yeah, he never.
That nigga never was out of the spotlight. That nigga never took.
So you telling me
it's like Michael Jackson was a star forever and then he died.
So you telling me, looking at me in my face, telling me it was phases of Michael Jackson's tour where he had liver splash. Like, come on now.
You can Google it. You can look at it.
There ain't no record of this man being spotted.
I don't remember ever seeing his face
his medical records, bro. In his medical records, it says he has that. Now, if that contributes to him changing colors, if that contributes to him changing colors all the way, then what's it called? You can't buy.
Man, you know how easy it is to forge not forge
like that, nigga.
What does Beyonce's medical record say about her baby? Did she have that baby or was that a surrogate?
I have no idea.
Man, she had that baby.
Man, Jay-Z bought out the whole flow because ain't want nobody to see what was really going on in that bitch.
idea.
We ain't never seen Beyonce pregnant, man. I'm talking to the Beehive.
So B, when you want me to be on a Sir Davis commercial, holla at me. Them niggas, I don't know what they talking about. I'm
just saying though, this is going to speak to what I was mentioning about his medical records. He could have paid for that.
Nah.
That shit is all paper back then, B. Like we talking about 1989, 90, 91. That's when he was turning white.
One more time. Hit the beat for me. One more time.
Hey man, one
more time.
I'm not finna keep stopping this shit because you wanna dilute the facts, man.
Fuck you.
Hey, before he turned the beat back on, shout out to Michael Jackson. He's a GOAT. He's one of the biggest stars we ever had, but the nigga couldn't sing.
What?
Hey man.
What? And you gonna clap for that bullshit?
I was actually just shouting him out. I didn't know he was gonna add that little piece on the end. It ain't my fault.
It's disrespectful.
Hey man, bro, let's move on.
My man did a whole lot of that ain't singing, man.
Okay, but hold on, I got you. Monumental. When Michael Jackson stood in front of that crowd, I don't know where he was at. I want to say it was a European crowd. It wasn't a European crowd.
When he hung the baby out there.
No.
That was a big moment.
No. He was just standing
my nigga
there.
Mike tripped out. He took the baby over the balcony.
Let me tell you something that no artist has ever done since. Michael Jackson. Hold on, let me finish, brother.
I'm saying that's what you're talking about.
Was it? Michael Jackson stood on that stage and didn't say nothing for at least 2 to 3 minutes while people were literally people were passing out. They had ambulances on deck. The crowd was just the amplification of the crowd was just getting higher and higher.
Yeah, bro, that's Mike,
from him
man.
Just standing there. He went from left, hit him with the right, and they was just loving it, going crazy.
Magic Mike,
that's
man.
the Super Bowl when he came out. He came
B.
from under the stage.
That's
and they went
Mike,
crazy.
Bro.
He stood there and they went. It was longer than 2 or 3. I think it was like 4 minutes.
My man's, they had ambulances on deck.
Crazy.
That's Magic Mike.
What else we had though? You know what I'm talking about?
Speaking of Mike, you got to talk about his sister. And speaking of Super Bowl, the whole titty gang.
Yeah,
the titty gang was very.
Yeah. That was wild.
Yeah, I think it was planned to this day. Was it planned?
Look how he did it. It was obvious. Nigga, Rich.
He pulled the fuck out. They said it was a malfunction.
What was supposed to happen? Tell me.
Yeah,
if that was a malfunction, got a point, man. What was supposed to happen?
No. I think he was supposed to rip off her whole shirt.
No, I was supposed to only rip out that little one piece or
something like that.
But what didn't help the cause was the song gonna have it naked by the end of this song,
bruh.
And that was the point.
Think about it, bruh. This is Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson. First of all, Janet Jackson is one of the best performances of all time in our culture and pop, black culture. Bruh, it didn't even make no sense what he did. The song ended and he reached across her body. That shit was obvious.
He couldn't have just done that without an invitation.
It was obvious what was supposed to happen, and that was supposed to happen.
Them titties, man.
That was supposed to happen.
Gotta love them titties.
Come on, man.
Let them loose, baby. Let them run.
I hate when people try to piss on you and tell you it's rain, man. Y'all know what y'all
right on.
Doing,
no
man.
Diddy though. Watch out with
Come
that
on,
piss.
dog.
No killing.
No killing. Man, y'all know what y'all.
Hey,
what about groups breaking up? What do you think the biggest cultural group that broke up?
The Fat Boys break up. Now every day I wake up, somebody got something to say.
I can't think. I don't remember.
Who broke up? Let's see.
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Destiny's Child broke up and had different variations.
I don't know if that was big. We always knew what was gonna happen eventually. We knew what was gonna happen.
Rockefeller.
Was they really a group?
That wasn't really that big.
Well, I'm saying they wasn't a group, but they were the label, the whole. Everybody went their own way.
I don't feel like that was monumental because Jay-Z was the only reason we was fucking with Rockefeller anyway.
That's a lie.
If we being who he was fucking with on Rockefeller?
Shit, Kanye, Beans.
Kanye was on Rockefeller back then, doing the Blueprint days.
Kanye is do your history, my boy.
I don't know if he was rapping. Was he rapping on that label?
He was doing
I know he was doing producing.
No, he didn't rap until he was trying to rap.
He was the college dropout.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And he had to go get the sandwiches for them niggas.
Shit, Cam.
He wasn't doing no numbers.
Like Rock had a team, bro. Like if you look back, the people that they signed,
Clips,
Twister, Clips went on Rock.
Clips when they broke up.
The Clips.
No.
I'm saying you said what was when they broke up.
Nobody gave a fuck about them niggas.
Boom, 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 boom. Remember that
Nobody
shit?
gave a fuck about them.
What else though?
We always talk about it. The Malice in the Palace, the big brawl, man. That was
crazy.
That was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Malice in the Palace. That was at least 13 assaults by each player.
Ron Artest, Jermaine O'Neal, you know what I'm saying? Steven
Ron
Jackson.
Artest. Who that was going against? The Pistons? It was the Pistons and
the versus the Pacers.
Okay, Pistons and the Pacers.
Yeah.
And it was in
what they was beefing over?
They wasn't beefing over nothing.
Rasheed Wallace was there?
No, Rasheed Wallace wasn't there.
Who he played for?
He wasn't on the Pistons then?
Okay, he wasn't there yet. I was saying that boy was there. They would have had some heavy hitters, man.
No, but he wasn't. He wasn't one that was fighting the crowd.
So it started with what to call it with the foul. Ron Artest fouls Ben Wallace.
Ben Wallace.
They got into it or whatever. And then after that point,
Big Ben.
Somebody threw something from what's it called? Yeah. Remember Ron Artest walks off and he lays on the announcer table. And as he laying on the table, somebody throws something on him.
Poor sportsmanship.
Threw beer. Threw beer on him.
Threw something on him.
He ran through the crowd.
He ran through the crowd and
I've never seen a man jump over seats that fast, man. The way he was jumping them fucking seats was like he was in a fucking Olympic hurdle joint. No, I'm talking about. Well, how are we? How tall is he? 6'5", 6'6"?
That's got to be like 6'5".
I know them people in the crowd was really tripping when they realized, these boys really 6'7".
And they was,
these niggas really 6'7".
You know for real, all the way. Them boys was posting up like getting the shit beat out of them.
And what's crazy is that in that whole aspect, what was fucked up is that the person that threw the beer on him who started it never got hit, never got touched. When he jumped up and ran in the crowd, he went opposite of the person that he just flashed out. So somebody got an innocent ass whooping.
That's crazy.
While the other person just stood there doing
hiding their hands, man.
And then don't forget the fan came on the court. That's how it escalated.
Yeah.
And Jermaine O'Neal, bro, to this day, if you go back and watch this shit, bro, to this day, man.
That's crazy, dog.
And you know they got a Netflix special that came out like last year about it. And to this day, bro. Yeah. And to this day, and it's called The Malice in the Past, I believe.
You sure right.
And to this day, bro, he talks about it on the what's it called? On the clip. But if you watched it originally, you still know to this day if Jermaine O'Neal would have connected with that boy.
Oh yeah.
Remember he missed.
Yeah.
He came at you talking about a nigga that's 6'10", 2-something. Came at this nigga full force and just happened to slip.
And miss.
He would have took that boy. He would have took. Bro, it would have been R.I.P.
Let me tell you something else.
Shit was crazy.
We gonna get away from sports, but when they dropped that PlayStation, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
First PlayStation came out.
No, PlayStation 2.
Remember that nostalgia?
When PlayStation,
you're right.
When PlayStation 2 dropped,
it was an amplified.
It was crazy.
And the Xbox, that was monumental too.
It was crazy,
that's nostalgia, and people was in lines.
Crazy.
Before the iPhone lines, it was Xbox and PlayStation.
Video game lines.
You in front of Toys R Us, RIP Toys R Us, man.
Yeah, man. Hey.
You know what I'm saying? You was in front of Toys R Us camping out. They was in the tent joints trying to get them. You know what I mean? But you know, that's just a little something, B. What else we
Facts,
got?
Dog. Facts.
I mean, it's been a lot of events.
Man, it's just so many, man.
So many. It was September 11th.
Damn, that's crazy because I was just thinking about that, but I wasn't sure if it was too political.
I mean, it's monumental. It's
because behind that, we talking about a fucking 20-year war.
Yeah, all of that.
We still occupying Afghanistan.
All of that whole thing, and then from like from if you even go back to the 1993 when they tried to, and then to 2001, and then they finally you sped up, and then they finally killed.
That's kind of what they justified going after his ass for. When he did the 93 attempt and it was failure, they called it. Well, he probably just coming back, trying again, and he succeeded.
Shout out to my mama, man. When the towers got hit, 9/11, I was at school. My mama came, picked me up from school, and as soon as I got in the car, she looked me dead in my eye and said, "We at war and you sitting at school."
Damn.
Mama, what was I gonna go?
How I was supposed to know it was about to happen?
Shout out to my mama, man. I got a story
what was
similar.
I supposed to do?
Shout out to your mom for coming to get you. Shout out to my mom for the opposite. Leaving me there. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them 3 o'clock joints. Like, man, you know how many free lunch trays I had that day?
You know how many kids was there with me, bro? Everybody was gone. You feel me?
I think my mama thought a bomb was gonna hit our school next. So I don't know what she.
I was in some of our classrooms, like helping with the lesson plan, because wasn't no kids in there. You know what I mean? We was like, well, what you want me to do today, Miss Crabtree? You know, somebody, hey, take the trash out, little nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy because I remember that shit like yesterday, though. Like, I literally remember, like, everything. Like, and people, school just emptying out and motherfuckers speculating. I was in the 8th grade, so motherfuckers speculating, it's going to hit Houston next. They going to all the big cities. Yeah,
that's why everybody was leaving. Because it was all this, like, fear-mongering and shit. And but I'm at school and shit by myself, man.
Hey, man.
Lunch lady telling me, man, come help us with the mashed potatoes for tomorrow. You know what I mean? Fuck no.
Hey, let me tell you another monumental moment that people, you ain't gonna even think about it. When Tyson bit Holyfield ill, man.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, facts.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, Tyson
we wasn't supposed to be knowing about that. Like, I ain't even watched that fight.
That nigga bit the fuck out of it. It's crazy because Holyfield was like, he was barely fazed by that shit. I would have been out over the floor.
That nigga jumped around.
But he was still like standing, like letting people inspect him and
what
shit.
What you gonna do past that?
I don't know, bro.
But
I would have been like, this nigga done bit me.
Adrenaline.
Go home and get the gun.
Go get adrenaline. When you're adrenaline.
As soon as he bit me, go get the strap.
Go home and get the gun.
Hey, go get the gun.
Go.
What's crazy is like living. What's crazy living.
Yeah.
What's crazy is living long enough to see these boys make up after that shit and sit down and fucking and laugh and talk about this shit.
And the piece of his ear still gone. Like, that boy look like an orc.
Bro, the nigga, what's it called? The nigga Mike Tyson fucked around and made edibles with this nigga ear. Y'all didn't know that? Like this
Get
nigga.
the fuck out of here. I think I know what you're talking about. Tyson is involved in cannabis.
Bro, the nigga Mike Tyson made edibles.
Y'all see Robert in his new stand.
With what's it called? What?
He look beautiful, baby.
Look at this.
Fuck you, bitch.
And they get real comfortable on the podcast, man.
So the nigga made some edibles
in the shape of his ear.
In the shape of the nigga ear. And invite the nigga on the show, on his pod.
Oh, in the shape of the ear.
Yeah, in the shape of the ear.
It was an ear.
I thought he took the. I was finna say.
Like
nah, but that's still fucked up, nigga. Like this nigga bit my ear.
Evander bites. You know what I'm saying?
You might well monetize, man. Hey.
Holy hoes.
For real though. Hey, nah, but I remember that shit, man. That shit was crazy too. What was that? That was in Vegas, wasn't it? It was at the MGM Grand. What it was?
Most fights back then was Vegas.
That was in Vegas.
They didn't really start branching out till later on. But fuck all that monumental shit. No. Astros winning the motherfucking World Series. The first one? Like, you feel me? Like, we hadn't had that in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I remember when they played the White Sox and what year they were?
05.
They got swept.
Yeah, I remember when the Oilers dipped on Houston and went to the Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. When the Texans came back. And Matt Schwab, bitch ass.
Well, Derek Carr was first.
I'm sorry. You saw right. That's my fault. You right. Derek Carr was.
Not Derek Carr, David Carr.
David, his brother, yeah.
And he
got the most sacks in history in one season, 76 sacks.
That was running for like 2 years.
Wasn't he?
Yeah, it was back to back.
It was like
little brother years. Came out the gate and
pure trash.
That's crazy.
You
know what I'm saying?
Hurricanes, man. Hurricane Katrina.
Katrina.
Tropical storm Allison.
That was crazy.
I think Allison was big, but I think Katrina affected.
Oh no, you're right.
Katrina reshaped our city.
You right.
Like in state. Like
Katrina
a lot
was
of people.
Louisiana. You talk about
New Orleans.
Yeah. Well, you
Katrina
say
hit New Orleans.
Are you talking about Harvey?
I wasn't. Of course, I don't live in Louisiana or New
Orleans, because everybody. But there was a lot of people moved
Houston
here.
Houston was different after that.
Oh, you said they came here? Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people.
It reshaped Houston, bro.
A lot of people, I don't mean this in a negative way or anything, but a lot of people saying they left New Orleans because of that, and it changed their lives for the better because they came to Houston. I had a friend, he was from New Orleans. And there's a lot of other people that I still know they from New Orleans and they still here. Like,
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I know a lot of people.
And that's not to say I don't know anything about the city. I ain't never lived there. But they say, it was a gift and a curse, I guess you want to say.
Yeah.
Because the storm came, everybody had to evacuate, everybody had to be forced out of their homeland. Now we in these just neighboring states that are just really,
But everything that was rich in culture, as far as what was on surface level, like beyond that shit, it was terrible.
Right.
Yeah, man. And that's just not from opinion based. Standpoint. That's like real shit, like pinpoint. Like them niggas was murder capital for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like shit was happening.
They came out here and they was balling out, man.
It was how much they gave them niggas on cards?
Like 20 G's
on the card.
Hey, man.
For the family.
They was bro. I knew people if they had families. I know people who was getting like people coming to school. Or remember the trombone boys.
Yeah, man.
Boys.
I went to TSU, man.
That's crazy because I met them at the mall getting a grill.
Yeah, I went to Texas.
And they was dropping heavy. I had my little.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was in the 12. I wasn't in 12. I was in 11th grade. 10th going to the 11th grade. It was a nigga that came. Real shit. Came to the school from New Orleans. This nigga driving a Porsche.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He's driving a Porsche to school.
If you was in a family of like say 4 or 5, which a lot of minority families are large. If you was a single parent with like 4 or 5 kids, they gonna give you 10 each.
Yeah, they definitely ate. But I mean, but at what cost though? You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Yeah, it's really worth it.
And
that's and that's to be honest, like losing your whole homestead and shit. That shit is really low ball.
Yeah, bro.
You feel me? Like that shit, $10,000 of shit. Cause like you said, nigga buying a grill, he buying that bitch from Johnny.
You know what I mean? So
shit,
especially now that you see the city is rebuilt, and I don't know if it's thriving because I don't go there often, but I mean, it's rebuilt. People. You know what I'm saying? Like
we going back.
And of course, we also had our own. Harvey, like for Houston.
Harvey lasted. What was that 08?
No, Harvey was 16.
Oh,
you talking about Ike?
Ike.
I
forgot about Ike ass.
And that's when everybody tried to evacuate and people got stuck.
No, that was Rita.
No, Ike was when people tried to leave.
I think they both was around the same.
Katrina came, then Rita came.
Yeah, I think
Rita didn't even hit. Rita turned the last minute.
Yeah.
That's when everybody ran because they were scared.
Nah, I'm telling you, Ike is when everybody got stuck on the freeway.
Shut everything down.
Ike actually hit here.
Hit dead on. Yeah. We didn't have power for like 2 weeks.
We had power for like 2 weeks, yeah.
And worse if you was in 2008. Barack Obama had just got elected.
Yeah.
And Ike, no, that's incorrect because he would have been elected in November. Ike came during hurricane season. He was running. Everybody was.
I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you.
But it was a direct hit, and we got fucked up. Fifth Wall was shut off.
Let me tell you how I remember, because Obama had got elected because we was at school. We was at band practice when we heard the news. Everybody was cheering, or when he won.
That's November 2nd.
But then when the storm hit,
always the 2nd.
When the storm hit, our whole season had got cut off.
Uh-huh.
So we had missed
but in November, where we at in the season? Because the elections happen in November.
When Obama wins,
hurricane season ends
in November.
Up until September. Hurricane season is in September.
No, bro, it's October. They just had a hurricane 2 days ago.
Yeah, you right.
It's to November. It's from June to November.
Shit, it might have been November
3rd. But Obama does not become president till 2009.
It might have.
He's elected in 2008, but he becomes president in 2009.
That Joan came in November the 4th, man.
What's his crazy?
Joe was at my house.
For real? Shout out to my boy Joe, man.
We saw his car floating down the street. Real talk.
Shit, man. That's
talk,
that
man.
shit got fucked up bad.
But that's crazy. I like how we keep going into these other pinpoints, because it's crazy that you brought up Obama, because we didn't even touch on that. Right. First black president is very monumental.
That was exactly a monumental. Damn, my bad, Barack. We ain't mean that shit, man.
These boys so blinded by Trump, they forgot about you.
He probably gonna lose.
First black president, man. Like, that's crazy.